What's up, guys? Feed you information here. So this is Stock Market News, Monday, October 7th, 2019. This is the 13th installment of the series, and we have our music and our 5 companies right here: Google, Hormel, Aurora Cannabis, Lyft/Uber, and Alibaba. This article is really about Lyft, but it does refer to Uber as well, and I think it's something you should think about as an investor for both companies. A lot of lawsuits, I feel, are coming their way. Anyways, Google partners with Olo for online food deliveries. If you've ordered food online from Sweetgreen or Shake Shack, you have Olo to thank. The mobile and online food ordering platform works with more than 300 restaurant brands, including Checkers, Applebee's, and Chipotle. Now the company is teaming up with Google. Olo's restaurant partners can receive orders directly from Google Maps, Google Search, and Google Assistant. Olo CEO and founder Noah Glass told Yahoo Finances the final round. I hate the way they write the finances there. The final round that the arrangement not only benefits customers but restaurants as well. When a customer starts their search on Google, they want the customer to then place the order on Google and not get diverted off to a third-party marketplace where the restaurant has to pay a 20 to 30% commission and doesn't actually own that customer or get that data. They want that data. According to a report from LEK Consulting, restaurant delivery sales are projected to outpace on-site sales revenue by 2023, which means the next 3 years. This change in consumer behavior is pushing restaurants to look at more digital channels to reach customers. Glass is not surprised at the direction that customers are moving for service. It started with grocery stores, then restaurants that prepare their food, then takeout restaurants, and now you don't even have to go to the restaurant. The food just magically comes to you. It's inevitable in this industry built on convenience, Glass told Yahoo Finance. A man thinking ahead. All right. So, achieves non-renewable energy use reduction goal and has record year of giving. So, Hormel Foods Corporation today announced it has achieved its non-renewable energy use reduction goal and had a record year of giving in its latest annual corporate responsibility report. The report is available online you guys can come into this article and check that out if you want, but I'm going to read on. So, we are making the world a better place by investing in our people and partners, improving communities around the world, and creating products that improve the lives of others, said Jim Snee, chairman of the board, president, and chief executive officer at Hormel Foods. I am extremely proud of our accomplishments as a leading corporate citizen and of all of our team members, partners, and suppliers who are part of our efforts. Together, we are making meaningful progress on our food journey and will continue to do so. Other highlights of the company's progress include, after previously surpassing its goal to reduce solid waste sent to landfills and water use by 10% by 2020, the company continued to implement projects to achieve additional reductions and remains on track to achieve its goal to reduce project packaging by 25 million pounds. That's a lot. By 2020. Oh, okay, so coming up. The company expects to meet its greenhouse gas emissions reduction goal in 2020 as it works with partners to bring a 74 MW renewable wind field online, which basically just means wind energy. It's using like a windmill. I already tried to Google the 74 MW renewable. So, as a further commitment of its sustainable agricultural efforts, Hormel Foods helped launch the Cedar River Watershed Partnership, a public/private partnership aimed at improving water quality in this watershed in its supply chain. The partnership had several events for farmers in 2018 and helps farmers in the watershed in southern Minnesota become certified through the Minnesota Agricultural Water Quality Certification Program. All right, so this is a long list, guys. I'm already kind of over it, but like I said, come check the article out if you want, or pause the video right here and feel free to read on. But we're going to move on to the next one. So this one is Aurora Cannabis next. The elephant in the room with Aurora Cannabis. If you guys don't get that reference, Google it, you will. Aurora Cannabis doesn't make investors wait until the company's financial reports each quarter to shed light on what's going on with operations. The Canadian cannabis producer has committed to provide regular quarterly updates to its stakeholders in an effort to demonstrate continued transparency and disclosure. On Thursday, Aurora released its latest business update. The company shared plenty of information about the status of its global operations and its growth initiatives. but you've no doubt heard the expression that there's an elephant in the room, a reference to an obvious issue that no one wants to talk about. For Aurora, there was a big elephant in its recent update. Growing and going. Sorry, you can't fault Aurora for not providing lots of details. The company supplied nearly everything you'd want to know about how its capacity expansion efforts are coming along. Aurora CEO Terry Booth stated that the company's 1.6 million square foot Aurora Sun facility in Alberta is nearing completion with the majority of capital investments now behind us. The company has also made solid progress on its 1 million square foot Aurora Nordic facility in Denmark. I'm guessing that's Germany. Both said that the primary outdoor construction, including the enclosure of the facility, nears completion. While Aurora's Sky-class production facilities are its crown jewels, the company's Aurora Polaris facility for producing products includes edibles and vapes and is also a key component of its growth strategy. Aurora said that staff should begin moving into this new facility in early November, so next month. In addition, the construction of the company's Whistler Pemberton facility should wrap up in the fourth quarter of this year. Four grow rooms for organic cannabis are already operational. Aurora also expects to finish construction of its Cannabis Innovation Center in Comox, British Columbia in December. Not all of Aurora Cannabis' business updates was about construction efforts. The company said that its first harvest at its Aurora Valley outdoor facility in British Columbia began this week, and the first harvest at its Aurora EAU outdoor facility in Quebec is also underway. Aurora also noted that its AgroPro hemp subsidiary in Europe is harvesting around 9,000 acres of hemp in 3 Eastern European countries. That's a lot of hemp, dude. 9,000 acres? Anyways, the elephant in the update. Terry Booth said the Aurora team is working to advance several major strategic initiatives in Canada, the United States, and abroad aimed at further strengthening Aurora's global position. Aurora mentioned some efforts, including its recent agreements with 2 partners in the United Kingdom aimed at speeding up the delivery of more medical cannabis to the UK market, and the company's work with Ultimate Fighting Championship, or as you guys know it, UFC. But the one glaring thing missing in Aurora's update was any news about its quest to land a major partner outside the cannabis industry. Earlier this year, the company trumpeted its move to bring billionaire investor Nelson Peltz on board as a strategic advisor to help secure big partners, particularly in the consumer packaged goods industry, or CPG. Since then, though, investors have learned practically nothing about how Peltz's mission is progressing. In Aurora fiscal 2019 fourth quarter conference call last month, Booth said that the company had gone on a significant MSO, multi-state operator review tour of the estates, and added that Aurora's strategic partners were helping us talk to some of the top companies in the world about the U.S. hemp CBD opportunity. He even mentioned that probably 90% of the time is dealt on new opportunities. However, there was no information whatsoever in Aurora's business update this week about any progress on finding a partner to enter the potentially lucrative U.S. hemp CBD market. Not even a hint. Some might think that no news is good news. In this case, though, it's fair to wonder if no news means there's really no news. If so, that could be concerning for investors. Aurora is burning through cash like it's going out of style. Competing in the U.S. hemp CBD market will be costly, making securing a major partnership more urgent for the company. So, almost there, guys. What lies ahead? Speaking of burning through cash, Aurora faces the prospects of needing more cash to pay off convertible debentures of $230 million in Canadian dollars that mature in March 2020. The company is likely to go to the well again with another convertible debt offering, which means more share dilution is probably on the way. Aurora hopes to have some good news with the upcoming launch of the Cannabis 2.0 market for cannabis derivatives. The company is focusing heavily on vapes and edibles rather than cannabis-infused beverages. Investing in marijuana stocks often doesn't come with enough transparency. It's encouraging that Aurora is making an effort to keep investors updated on its business operations, but it's time for the company to give at least a little more information about its partnership strategy. The elephant in the room for Aurora isn't going to disappear until that happens. Drivers say reporting assault to Lyft is extremely traumatic. All right, so in the spring of 2018, a Lyft driver named Samuel picked up a young man in blue jeans at a busy intersection in downtown Los Angeles. At the time, Samuel, 47, had around 3,000 Lyft rides under his belt. So this may be just getting struck by lightning chances, but still, guys, this is pretty messed up. As Samuel accelerated, his passenger inched toward him and pulled out brass knuckles. He interlinked them with his right finger and raised his fist to Samuel's face. "How much do you value your life?" he asked, before demanding Samuel hand over his iPhone and debit card and ordering Samuel on a detour into a residential neighborhood. According to a Los Angeles Police Department report reviewed by Motherboard, we agreed to only identify Samuel by his first name in order to discuss a traumatic experience. Traumatic it was. Listen to this. Soon, Samuel arrived at a palm tree-lined cul-de-sac. Is that really how you spell it? Overlooking the 101 freeway, and the man told Samuel to get out of the car, remove Samuel's glasses from his face, searched his pockets for cash, and pushed him over a guardrail. Down a steep ravine. As Samuel tumbled some 30 feet, the man sped away in his car. Samuel's ankle and leg had twisted during from the fall. Okay. With the help of a woman who lived nearby, Samuel called an ambulance. The next day, Samuel received a notification that Lyft had deactivated his account, he said. When Samuel contacted Lyft and told them what happened, the company immediately apologized, because they feel stupid, for the deactivation, a mistake a representative told him. Lyft told Samuel it would investigate the assault, and it promised he would never be paired with this passenger again. But it did not specify whether this man would remain on the app. Why would you leave this man on the app? The police recovered Samuel's car days later. Samuel's account was reactivated, he said. And then it goes on to say this. You think it's hard for a woman rider to file a complaint. Try being a woman driver and filing a complaint about a rider. You never hear back, and in most cases, the rider continues to be able to use the platform, which is messed up. So, now we're going to get into this part. Since August 1st, at least 27 Lyft users have sued the company for assaults committed by drivers on the app. Since just August. These lawsuits claim that company is not doing enough to protect its customers on the platform, and they're not. Some of the complaints allege that Lyft allows drivers accused of rape and assault to remain on the app. In other cases, the company allegedly failed to do an adequate background check on the driver on the driver involved. A number of people have claimed that Lyft dismisses passengers if they reach out to the company for help about driver misconduct. Last week, Democratic Senator Richard Blumenthal of Connecticut sent letters to Lyft and Uber raising concerns about passengers' safety on the platforms, which cited reporting by Motherboard. I keep forgetting what Motherboard is. While concerns about Lyft's handling of rider safety have come to the fore, drivers told Motherboard that Lyft does even less to protect them from assaults and harassments by passengers. So, we already kind of read that quote, so let's go down a little bit more. Samuel said the rideshare giant didn't cover the cost of his hospitalization, stolen iPhone 7, wallet, nor the 3 months he spent recovering from the injuries without pay. Because Lyft and Uber drivers and other gig economy workers are classified as independent contractors and not employees, the company is not responsible for paying for workers' compensation, disability leave, health insurance costs, or other damages protections most full-time employees have under the law. But you should still be getting rid of these riders and passengers, even if they are using a different name. You should ban the people that even put them in the car in the first place. Lyft didn't give me a penny. They just apologized 1,000 times for what happened, Samuel, who is originally from Mexico, told Motherboard in Spanish. That day, he lost $1,270 in cash and stolen property, according to the police report, which does not include hospital bills and the 3 months of income Samuel lost while recovering from the injuries and trauma. I was really scared. He had my license and my debit card with all my information. I was scared he would harm my family. I was scared all the time. Since the assault, Samuel quit driving for Lyft and has started delivering pizza. What a life, man. That is a scary, traumatic event. Anyways, you can read the rest of that if you want. I don't really care to. I've already said enough, but reasons like this is why I never see myself investing in either of these companies. They just allow too many things to go under their own roof, so... Anyways, we have Alibaba up next. Go ahead and lighten the mood now with some cool Alibaba stuff. Take a look inside Alibaba's high-tech hotel of the future, which is run almost entirely by robots. This is freaking awesome, guys. Look at this guy. Just talking to a robot. Nah, he's not really talking to it, but he's using it probably. The Alibaba Group, the Chinese e-commerce conglomerate, you remember that word, opened a high-tech hotel of the future in Hangzhou, China earlier this year. The hotel allows guests to manage reservations and make payments entirely from a mobile app and enter rooms using facial recognition technology rather than a traditional key card. Robots created by Alibaba's AI labs serve food, toiletries, and other sundries. Here's a closer look at what the experience is like. So, earlier this year, the e-commerce giant opened its Fly Zoo Hotel, which is described as a 290-room ultra-modern boutique where technology meets hospitality. The hotel is the first of its kind in that it eschews traditional check-in and keycard processes, instead allowing guests to manage reservations and make payments entirely from a mobile app, sign in using self-service kiosks, and enter their rooms using facial recognition technology. Additionally, the hotel is run almost entirely by robots, as we said, that serve food, toiletries, sundries. They love repeating themselves. As smart technology is reshaping industries, the Fly Zoo Hotel represents Alibaba's endeavor to marry hospitality with technology and ultimately inspire and empower the tourism industry to embrace innovation. Andy Wang, CEO of Alibaba Future Hotel, the group operating the hotel, said in a press statement. So, here's where it's located. As we already said, Hangzhou, China. These are just going to be pictures to show you what it's all about. The design is sleek and contemporary to appeal to modern international travelers. I'm getting tired. I can't pronounce words anymore. Fly Zoo, as we already said, has 290. Look at that view. That is gorgeous. The hotel project was led by the company's online travel platform Fliggy in tandem with Alibaba's AI labs and Alibaba Cloud. So, Chinese users with the Fly Zoo app are able to book rooms directly from their phone, where they can choose their floor and the direction the room faces. That is awesome, isn't it? The room faces. It's a lot of money, it looks like, but sure, it's way cheaper in American. The app also provides virtual tours of each of the rooms before users make their final selection. And once a guest arrives at the hotel, they can check in on the mobile app and go directly to their room. Users can access the app and check in on their phone using facial recognition technology, as we were just talking about. And travelers from outside of China who don't have access to the mobile app can check in with their passport at one of several kiosks located in the lobby. So that is it, though, guys. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button. And as always, subscribe for more content like this. I will be having a portfolio update coming up. And my next video will more than likely be the second installment of getting to know our CEOs. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Feed You Information, out.